We are right in the beginning of the new year, and many of us are still in the strong, highly motivated, adrenaline phase of our New Year's resolutions and goals. Last week, I discussed the importance of building the habit of first things first. No matter what you face in life, putting God first will always support you in accomplishing your goals and showing up as your best self. Hey there! Are you a Christian woman who's ready to strengthen your faith and stop the madness in your mind? The worry, doubt, anxiety. Do you want something more for your life but are not sure where to even begin? You've come to the right place. Hi, I'm Kristin Campbell. I'm excited that you're here as we journey together to discover mindset renewal and empowered faith for the Christian woman. Asking God first what His thoughts, steps, and perspectives are. That is one key that will support you. And today I want to discuss another key that's going to support you in becoming who God designed you to be. I want to share a story from my personal experience that I believe many people are going to relate to. You know, when I would set out to lose weight, or sometimes I would call it be healthier. And that's a pretty popular goal for a New Year's. I would start off strong and I would see some good routines and habits start to build up. And then a situation would always come up. Maybe it was a night out with moms or there was a celebration or something. And while I would still be motivated to stick to the diet, I might even look at the menu ahead of time. Maybe I pre-planned what I was going to order, I'll just have the salmon and no appetizers. And honestly, I had to avoid all Mexican restaurants because I know that my weakness are chips and salsa. I just know it. But at other places, I'd still have a plan. And then I would get to the event and, we're laughing, the music's going, there's all this great food walking by to other tables and, all the smells and just the environment. And next thing you know, I'm eating a cheeseburger. I got some chocolate cake coming for dessert. And afterwards, physically, I'm not feeling well. Mentally and emotionally, I'm beating myself up, and that downward spiral would begin. Can anyone else relate to this? There's a couple of things. One, it's really not the end of the world. Okay, there are times to celebrate and indulge, and beating yourself up is not from God, and it doesn't change anything. You're never going to do everything perfectly 100% of the time, no matter what the goal is. So receive grace in that situation and move on. That's what I learned. Second, I also learned that it's not an indicator of my willpower being weak. See, it's really not even a willpower issue. It actually indicates a lack of understanding of the importance and value of whatever it is you're going after. So in my case, it was the losing weight. And this is the second key that I want to discuss. And you really do see this principle playing out with people who have food allergies. Now, they will recognize and they fully understand that they could die if they eat a nut or shellfish or whatever their allergy they have. So they are not easily enticed with eating that stuff. Their life is on the line. There is a real, tangible cause and effect that keeps them vigilant and alert. And it's this level of vigilance that is lacking in most of us, in our society as a whole. And while I'm not going to go down that road too far, I will say, as a society, we have become very laxed in what we now consume and call acceptable, not just food, but in all areas of life. We have lost perspective on how valuable our lives are that we have seriously let our guard down and allowed things in that hinder us from becoming all who God designed us to be. And this is possibly our Achilles heel right now. We have lost sight of our value. We have lost sight of the importance of becoming who God created us to be. And because we can't see with our human eyes the spiritual realities, we give in to the environment around us that we do see, that we do feel. We give in to the fear. We give in to the worry. We give in to compromising our values and our belief. We give in to the anger. How many times do we read a scripture and we're full of hope and renewed energy only to fizzle out when our eyes see a problem before us? We allow the world into our hearts and our minds because we don't recognize the importance of keeping them safe. We may close the gate by reading the scripture, but we don't lock the gate. We don't stand guard at the gate. And just like, I planned to order healthy, but I didn't follow through and be diligent. There was this lack of value recognition. I want to read Proverbs 4:23 in a couple different translations because it's so important. Proverbs 4:23 in the New American Standard Bible says, "Watch over your heart with all diligence, for from it flows the springs of life." The Easy English Bible version says, "Be very careful to keep your mind safe. The thoughts that you think make you the person that you are." The Expanded Bible says, "Be careful what you think. Above all that you guard, protect your heart, because your thoughts run your life. Life flows from it." And the Complete Jewish Bible, I love this translation. "Above everything else, guard your heart, for it is the source of life's consequences." It is so vital to recognize the importance, the value of your thoughts and your heart. It's interchangeable here. They're the source of life's consequences. They need to be guarded more than a life-threatening allergy or a diet plan. Remember, John 10:10 says, "The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy." Steal, kill, and destroy your joy, your destiny, your purpose, your hope, anything good, anything that will bring you closer to God. That's what he's after. And his in is through our hearts and minds, if we allow it. Now, I want you to think of an area that you have not had victory over yet. Maybe you've been struggling to gain victory. Maybe it's something that you've tried again and again. Maybe you've given up. I want you to think of that area. I want you to spend some time, and I want you to really start to recognize what's coming into your thoughts and your heart. What is it that's sabotaging you? What's the story that you're allowing in? And then I want you to think, what guards do you need to put in place? Where are your weak areas? How can you strengthen those areas? Where can you find some accountability? And I realize this seems like a lot. So take it one step at a time and get support. I'll tell you, life coaching is a great resource for this. And it is so important to put the guards that you need in place in your life. Your life's consequences depend on it. I want to recap for you before we close. First things first, Seek God's perspective first in every situation, and guard your heart and mind. Recognize the value of your heart and your thoughts. Recognize the value of your life's purpose. Take it seriously. Get a plan in place and watch the flow of your life shift. Be blessed. Thank you for listening to today's podcast. I hope you walked away a little stronger in your faith and freer in your mind. You are so loved. If you like this episode, share it with a friend. Leave your ratings and reviews, and engage with me on social media. I'd love to hear from you.